Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Konarja here. Welcome back to Formula One 2018 in our Haas career. Today we head to, in my opinion, the greatest track in the Formula One calendar, and that is Spa. We're just done with qualifying one here today. We did do some busy work before this, in that we signed a new contract. It's the same exact contract. We made our big aero upgrade. It's a 3-week upgrade. I have been saving resource points to do that. That means we are on a 3-week hold, basically, on major upgrades. I want to clarify something, and that is that the difficulty up to Legendary, I somehow did not actually say that at any point. And in that, the practice programs have gotten very difficult to complete, and I get about 3 of the 6 to be perfect at this point, and the rest of them good, if at all. Some of them I have actually missed. This week in Spa, I got 5 out of 6 perfect, so car is doing really, really good here. Looking forward to this one. Legend. All of that good news, here's the bad news. Spa has one very known trait, and that is constantly changing weather. And this week seems to be no different. We are facing rain in qualifying here today. Said it was like 20 to 25 minutes out at the end of Q1. So I'm thinking we should get through Q2 dry, but I hit the track immediately to make sure we did hit the track while it's dry. But most likely we're going to be facing a wet Q3, which I don't like, especially since I've taken my car setup this time around as one that's pretty quick down the straightaways. It's good in the high aero turns, it's not very good in slow speed turns, and that makes me worried because the cars that aren't very good in the slow speed turns tend to also not be great in the rain. So we may have some struggles there in Q3 if it does start to do just that. I see the big clouds rolling in already. You know what I really love about Spa? The track is just really patience rewarding. The more patient you are with it, the more it rewards you, and there's not a lot of tracks on the calendar that are like that. Versus the ones that you really have to fight them, and you have to like push every apex and push the extremes. If you push the extremes here, you hit the wall extremely hard. It's a much different atmosphere, but not in the same way of like, you know, your Monacos or Singapores. Oh come on, I was well within the track limits there in my opinion. But what does my opinion matter? None. Okay, we're into the 43s. That's going to get beaten. I'm pretty sure we're looking at some low 43s and 42s from other competitors. Let's hope that the weather stays on our side here. We happen to have one of the few runs in good weather. Or maybe it stays dry the whole time. I'd be okay with that. The weather did stay good for Q2. The bad thing is Magnussen got knocked out for the first time in forever. I don't know what happened. He just did not pick up any time. I'm worried that maybe the track got wet on his last lap, because I didn't see any reason for him not to do well. He did well in practice. We're doing well. Not too sure what the deal was there. Maybe there was just a bad lap or an off or something. Who knows? Who knows? But on this day, we are the only Haas going to Q3. Alright, it looks like it is raining now. I bet you that's the deal. I bet you Magnussen got caught in the rain. Oh, no. Okay, so I can't really do much to set up besides put front wing on it. Let me look at the weather. Looks pretty consistent, just spritzy rain. And if it's going to keep doing that, the track's just going to keep getting worse. So I should probably get out there.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
That does not agree with what this says in any way. Okay, 10 minutes he says, but we only have 11 minutes in the session, so yeah, let's go out right now. Let's see what the car is like in these conditions. And if it does improve later, we can go out at the last minute. Knowing how unskilled I am in the rain, probably gonna have to do 2 runs anyway. Boy, even the AI driver taking the car out on the outlap sounds like struggling. This isn't torrential rain, but this is good enough that the track is gone. There's a nice little dry line, but there's no denying that it is a fully wet track. Oh, buddy. The only thing that could dry this track up now is if Mercedes testing sandbags started leaking all over the place. Zing! My only goal for this race was to try and get a Mercedes sandbagging joke in there. That's 1. Let's see if we can get like 3 by the end of this race weekend. That's slippery. Whoa! Whoa!
You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one.
Got some pants damage too there, Jeff. Yikes. Well, we've got some work to do. Good news, bad news, bad news, bad news. The good news is we did get out on track again, so it was only like a 2-minute repair. Bad news is the weather is changing already. It has stopped raining basically, and we're already on track. The other bad news is this is going to be it for us. This is my only flying lap. And the other bad news is I don't have really good clean track in front of me either. So we'll have to hope that there's no issues around us here. Obviously we're in 10th right now. We have not put a lap in. We won't have DRS. Looks like nobody will. Okay, it's a little bit drier, so not as sketchy right there. We'd be really screwed if it dried out enough for DRS, but it doesn't appear as though that's going to be the case. As a purple sector 1, that's where our car is really good. This is where I'm worried about it, is in this section. And you know, the rest of the track. Ooh, I'm out of the dry line there. Yeah, it's not a happy camper through here. The car is just simply not set up for the conditions. And the AI are superhuman in conditions exactly like these. We're holding up a Ferrari, which is good, I guess. But I'm thinking we're probably going to end up starting 10th today. I needed more laps in the rain. I needed more laps to get used to it. But in the end, I'm the reason I didn't get them. Hello. Yeah, I would say that's a warning. Try not to get too many of those. And how do we do? Not pole. I don't know. Probably 10. Probably 10.
Disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
In the 48 races held at Spa between 1950 and 2015, the race winner has only started from pole position on 16 occasions. Qualifying yesterday may have set the order for today, but expect the unexpected here at the Belgian Grand Prix. As the saying goes, of course, anything can happen. And you know what? It usually does. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Perez, Sebastian Vettel, and Hülkenberg, Bottas, Verstappen, Red, and Kevin Magnussen. Alonso, Gasly, Lance Stroll, and Sirotkin, Ocon, Sainz, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Brendan Hartley and Marcus Ericsson. Leclerc and Stoffel van Dorn completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, remember to brake early for turn 1, as the pack's gonna bunch up. There's plenty of runoff if things get too close.
Alright, so not a great qualifying day for us. I'm impressed Magnussen managed to get 10th thanks to the penalties, so we're starting 9th and 10th. Hopefully that means as a team we can move forward today. Strategy-wise, they want us to do supers to mediums, a one-stop strategy. The two-stop strategy has us not nearly running down the tires as far, but is overall like 6 seconds longer. I think I have to go for the one stop, because if I stop early, I'm going to get stuck in traffic again. And that is no good. So I'll have to try and suffer through a 16-lap stint on mediums. Not looking forward to that. Okay, well, let's get to it. Alright, the good news is, this is the place you can have really good starts. You can also really wreck a lot of cars into turn 1 here. Not really able to get back to the gas too well, but did manage to clear a couple there. That's what I wanted to do. Got just Hulkenberg by himself here, so we're going to slipstream by him with relative ease. So he kept it, pushed us wide. I managed to somehow clear him very late there, but we were on the wrong approach to that turn. Okay, that's a good start. You gotta get them while they're bunched up. There's 2 passing opportunities with modern F1.
We're looking good from the start.
When they're really bunched up at the start and everybody's in everybody's way, and then when the cars get strung out and you catch somebody. Once DRS is enabled and cars are running, you know, in that like half a second apart from each other range, it gets very difficult to overtake. So lap 1 is critical. This might be another opportunity here, but kinda difficult. It is nice seeing these Force Indias getting a lot of good development and pushing way up the grid. They started the season in pretty rough shape, but boy, they have really climbed this season. Lots of car upgrades. No attacks from the cars behind, which is good. No DRS yet. This should be another good opportunity. Wow, some motor on that thing. He took it straight down to the inside too, and then parked it in front of me. I mean, well executed. He's making that car real wide. That's some mighty fine defensive driving out of Perez right here. I keep trying to switch to the other side of the track, but he blocks that opportunity perfectly. This, I must say, is exhilarating. Probably some of the best AI driving I've seen. Alright, here we go. No, he pushed me in the dirt. Oh, he drove in so deep. How did he do it?
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Alright, that changes things, but we're kind of in that half-second lockstep I was worried about. So if Perez gets DRS here, we're not going to have a chance. But if he doesn't, we're golden. Let's see. He did. Of course, we have a draft. He's got block. And again, just blocks off that turn.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Not the time, Jeff. Not the time.
Green flag.
And there was a yellow. Thanks as always. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Get it going, get it going, get it going. I so desperately wanted to try and cross over there and try to get under him at the apex of that turn. But there was a curve there that was disastrous for us. Well, nearly completely disastrous. That was rough. That was rough. These Toro Rossos shouldn't be too hard to get around, but we're in that weird DRS zone I was talking about.
Full course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the Delta. We need
What
to
the
keep
heck
it
is this
positive
for?
to avoid a penalty.
What is this
Slow
for?
down. Maintain positive Delta.
Oh,
Check
safety
your
car
MFD
here is going to
for
be
new strategy
a lot
option.
of fun. No, no, that's stupid. We were going to pit on 6 for mediums. Why don't we pit on this stop for mediums?
Got that confirmed.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Okay. I think that makes the most sense. Because by the time we go green, it would be lap 6. Maybe 5 at the earliest. That's only a lap sooner. Yeah, there's no reason not to go for mediums, I think. And it might be the only thing to save our race. Well, I don't know what this is for or why we have a safety car, but I think I needed it to try and catch my breath after that near disaster. You don't spin out at Spa very often and drive on to tell the tale. Skid marks told the tale. Can't believe nobody ended up hitting us there too. Very lucky. Any mix. Got to do that. We're still technically punching the pace car. I don't know what that means gonna... Wait, wrong. Right words, wrong order. I don't know what that's gonna mean for how this pit stop's gonna go. Or if many cars will.
A new strategy is available on the MFT.
I didn't actually check to make sure they're gonna put mediums on. Yeah, they are. Okay. Hope that's what they're gonna do. Are we stacked? Doesn't look like it. Can we go? Can we go now? Can we go now?
Go. Exit now. We're
That is
racing
not
on
the way
exit.
it works in F1, I must add. That is a
Up to
fallacy.
speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Okay, so although it may look like we're kind of tail end of the field, it's not really that bad. Because we're in a, I think we're in a catbird seat situation strategy-wise. Assuming we can actually get through the safety car without shenanigans.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
There's really nothing I can do about that, and it was only like 55%. This is not a dire situation. I wonder if we're gonna go green this lap. It would be nice if we did. I don't want to have to sit under safety car for too long. It's supposed to be one of our shorter races of the season, too. Only 22 laps. We do 150s. Oh well. Oh well. Vettel, Verstappen, Ocon. So yeah, we're in the right company. Interestingly, they've all gone for 3-stop. Or 2-stop. They all put another set of supers on. They must know something I don't. Or maybe I know something they don't. I'm trying. I get nervous. I don't want to stay too close because they jam on the brakes kind of bizarrely. Seems like we're gonna go another lap. Yeah, we are. Why? If that's not the dumbest thing, I don't know what is. I was no more than a car length behind, maybe 2. Just trying to keep my distance so nobody lost a wing. Whatever. Whatever. It doesn't know what's going on.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
10 car lengths. We need to stay within 10 car lengths. We were no more than like 3 at the absolute maximum, and they gave our position away. Bunch of baloney. I tells you. I don't even like bologna. It's kind of nasty. I like cheese nasty, but kind of nasty. Am I the only person on mediums? I think I am. Interesting. I guess Rockin is who dropped out of the race. I guess the weird part of the way that they pace is they do it like AI can, but humans can't, where they all accelerate and they all decelerate at the exact same moment. It's the same reason that traffic can't flow correctly, because humans cannot all accelerate at exactly the same time. So like when the light turns green, not everybody goes, they go in order. So when you put a human...
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap.
When you put a human in with AI...
Remember, there is no overtaking until
Shut
the
up,
green
Jeff!
flags. Safety car in this lap.
Jeez. When you put a human in AI, the human's always gonna feel out of place. Sorry. Get a drink. This is a long run. But look at all the finger exercise we're getting. I'm not gonna be anywhere near you guys. There's nobody that can pass me.
Okay, clear.
I just want nothing to do with this right now. I'm on a completely different strategy to everybody
We're
else.
trailing our teammate by 9.5 seconds.
Is he leading? Boy, those tires were cold. Glad I gave myself distance. Oh, Sorokin's still in the race. What was the safety car for? I have no idea. Must have just decided we needed one. RNG. Haven't had one in a while. We better throw one in. Mediums aren't exactly a lovely tire.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use overtake to get past.
Not gonna happen. Against new Super Softs.
Okay, the gap behind is 9.0 seconds.
I am literally running my own race right now. There's nobody else running the race that I'm running. I have no idea how that's going to transpire. We have to stay within 18 seconds of the cars that are going to pit 2 times for it to work out. Or maybe longer. It's a pretty long track, or pretty long pit road. I'd like to stay within DRS if I can, but I'm not doing it. Super Softs, again, versus medium. But this will help, because they can't manage to be a group. They act much more human under race conditions. And a bunch of people not pit, so they're going to be on the regular strategy. They should be pitting soon, I would think. Lap 8, I guess they're going to go for a one-stop as well. But they're going to go for a one-stop Super Softs. The difference is I am on a 0-stop from here. I've already done my one-stop. Vettel just got all crossed up there. This is really ruining those in front of me that are on the Supers that are supposed to be going real fast right now.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go.
Terrible advice. That's 3 pairs of pants this weekend. That's too many pants. I cannot afford to be purchasing this many pairs of undies. MeUndies.com/good.
DRS has been enabled.
Finally.
DRS is now enabled.
Some room, please. You're gonna go that slow? Get out of the way. I said get out of the way. Fine. This should be some top speed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A little contact there. Jeez, the blocking is unreal. Good lord. You have no chance, dude. Jeez. Oh man. That sucked. That sucked real bad.
Good job, nice overtake.
No, it wasn't. It was terrible and awful and messy. Shut your mouth. How did I get myself into this situation? cruising rate under the brakes is spooky. They have got to get them better in the braking zones. Look at that, didn't even get DRS. So between the DRS zone and the corner, I made up a second, over a second. That's ridiculous.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
There goes people for the mediums. That's 4. I was so preoccupied by the near crash in front of us. I should have been watching what I was doing. I thought for sure that was going to be cars around in front of us. I'm gonna have to turn some mega laps once these guys pit. Because this traffic has been costing me so much time. I've already on 10 of 22.
Kevin is in the pits.
That'll tell the tale right there. He's one stopping from here. Such a long road here. He's leaving now. So yeah. They're so bad at the braking zone. It's so bad. They're losing themselves seconds per lap by running together. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. Oh, I got DRS. Sucker. Oh, now all of a sudden you can now break me. Where was that before?
Green flag.
Piece of garbage.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
Someone's getting angry. Magnussen is behind us on new mediums. Shouldn't be that big a difference. Everybody in front of me has to pit again. There's basically no reason for me to be racing them, but I have to get away, and I'm not doing it because I'm too busy trapped in this traffic. It's not lap traffic, it's just traffic. So they don't have to give any way. Frustrated. Frustrating situation. There they go. That was a big chunk of them. Can we go for a double pass here? I think we can. Jesus, that's a bad place to hit the brakes.
Vettel's just moved into first place.
That was nothing short of a commanding pass. I was just trying to do everything I could to make sure he had zero opportunity to get back around us. Alright, this is a 1v1 now. This is me and Magnussen versus the field. But more than anything, it's me versus Magnussen. Magnussen with better tires for the race win, I do believe. Two completely different strategies have had basically the same result. Obviously, he will have very slightly better tires.
Peyton is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Thanks, Jeff. Still some cars that haven't pit. Did not have a very good turn one there, but still closing. Boy, that's fast.
Okay, clear.
This is going to be a very intense battle between us, I believe. Crazy, considering he didn't even make it out of Q2. But obviously there was something weird that happened there to cause that to happen. It's been a weird race weekend, hasn't it? Use this draft to save battery power.
Vettel's the race leader.
I assume he still has to pit. I don't have any way to have that information. Oh, yep, he's on pit road now. Boy, he really kills me in turn one. That could play a factor later. Kind of taking away my passing opportunity here. Also trying to take it a little bit easy on the tires. Just a bit worried. Pitting so early, pushing so hard. And in the end, it doesn't matter. Touchy car. This is a very touchy car here. I want to note the order currently is Haas McLaren. Like, that's legitimate too. That's the order of the race. No more pit stops for anybody, I believe. Laps are getting faster. Fuel finally burns off. Probably too much to spare at this point. And much closer this time. Too late for me to feel comfortable in that move. Hamilton is behind us on better tires, so What I don't want to do is hold Magnussen up. I don't like that it's getting very cloudy. He hasn't said anything about rain, but when is Jeff right? I don't know what Hamilton's strategy was. Really long on supers and then to softs, I guess? That might be impressive. Unless he has to pit again. I think ideally, I'd like to not make any pass attempts until probably 2 or 3 to go. As long as he doesn't ever hold me up, which as of now he's not. Trying to conserve energy and fuel.
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
Wow. Okay, so that's a pretty big difference in tire. But we did have our scuffle here last lap. Could be providing a pretty big difference in time that lap. Should have purple in sector 1. Oh, felt really good through there.
It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being.
Not good Nick, huh? That's not a good sign. No Nick, no good. That's what I always say. Alright, well, if we start to see a lot of sand all over the track, that's when we really need to get worried that that Mercedes is gonna start to close in on us in a hurry. But as of now, it seems like we're in pretty good shape. That's 2. Still got 1 more to go. That's a good lap. We did a 47.1, Vettel did a 46, so yeah, they're flying back there. I think I'm doing the right thing by kind of just leaving Magnussen be. I don't want to make him have to defend, basically. That'll just make us both slower. Teamwork, synergy, and such. I don't think I'll go a lot faster if I was in front of him either, so there's no reason to try that. I could maybe try to pass him for the win, but I don't think I could pass him and gap him. All we would do is fight. And running like this is going to help my tire wear too. One would hope. Easy. Such an awkward area. Just like me. Well, holding the gap right where I want it. I think Hamilton and Vettel are starting to get into it, which is going to help us. I didn't look at the gap this time. It's in the territory of I don't want to know size up
The gap
where...
behind us is 3.8 seconds.
Jeff's like, oh, you don't want to know? I'll tell you. So I was trying to say, trying to size up where a move might develop from, and I really think it might be this middle sector. Somewhere, you know where I had issues before? Seems like somewhere through here might be where a pass could develop. And this is where I'm closest to him. Doing it cleanly, quickly, and effectively, though, is important. Trying to act like a team here.
You're a +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
And you still have a lot of fuel, so maybe for the last 2 laps I might be running rich.
There's 5 laps of
Try and
fuel
move down
remaining.
here. It's not going to happen on the first ever lap, I don't think. He's got me in turn 1 for sure. He gets me out of turn 1 so much. Tires are equalizing, I think, between us and Hamilton. Which is good. Maybe on full engine mode. They could do something there, maybe. Risky though. I'm gonna try and save up some battery power this lap and the next. These tires are gonna start to get a little unhappy here soon, I'm sure. But we weren't planning to run them down much more than like 40% worn anyway. So even though I ran them hard early, I think I've been easy enough on them since, where they should be okay. And their first laps were just safety car.
The gap to the car behind is
Good.
4.5 seconds.
I think the battle between those two has saved us. DRS here really does not do much for me. Still quite a bit of time left here. Playing it cool. Sun has come back out, so obviously no rain issues. Nor have they said anything about it. Where the pass is going to have to come from. From here through this section, basically. It's pretty good right here, too, though. I really like to get this battery up to 100% if I can. On lap 21 and 22, full rich.
There's 3 laps
Probably
of fuel remaining.
all of the last lap on mode 5 if I can. You do get close to running out of energy per lap here. Potentially use some fuel right here. I feel like he just turned it up. He got out of the turns really quick all of a sudden. I feel like he's gone into full power mode. He knows what's coming. Full lap of Rich now. Getting mode 3 for this one.
If you think you can get past, increase ERS deployment to overtake mode.
I've been talking about it. I know what's up. Definitely not going to be enough of a run this lap. Nope. We were going to make contact if I drove it in there. It would have been a beautiful pass. It would have been beautiful. But not worth the risk. Get out of the dirt down here. I'm just not quite in the slipstream right here. So I need to be closer next lap, and this is where it's going to come from. He actually kind of cheeky got on the brakes real early there, I feel.
This is your final lap of the race.
This is all we can give it now. We're not going to get him down here. He rocketed out of turn 1. Like, unbelievably rocketed out of turn 1. I'm worried I'm not going to get DRS. Yeah, we did.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
But jeez, that was crazy. I'm having to play catch up right now. Nougat. I think we're cleared. Watch for the slipstream here. Oh no! No! That was gonna be an epic battle! I think we crossed over on each other there. Well, okay.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
I'm a little disappointed in the finish. He missed his crossover. He should have done the over-under. I was on the inside. I was going to swing wide.
Great win then for the Haas
He
team
should have been on the
today.
high side to swing low, but he turned in, I think, too early and hit
And I have
the
to
back end of my
wonder,
car.
Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere. And it
A
was
bunch.
fantastic to watch, wasn't it?
A freaking
This
bunch.
is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
That was quite a spiel.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations.
Hey,
and it's
1-2.
going to be Haas picking up the winner's trophy.
Finally.
Congratulations to
Been a
the
while.
entire team for coming out on top in
Yeah.
that amazing Grand Prix.
Okay.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Red increases their championship lead. And now I'd like to
Ooh.
ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Red. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Haas moved further ahead at the top of the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
You would be mad. Boy, I really wish Magnussen had had a better start to the season. But how about 9th and 10th coming in 1st and 2nd? Starting 9th and 10th, finishing 1st and 2nd, doesn't get a lot better than that. Magnussen's up to 3rd in the points, only 10 away from Hamilton. That would be a cool battle of the track as the season progresses here. And yeah, that pretty much was Spa. Some interesting moments there for sure. I am not sure how I feel about what happened on that last lap. I don't know that I have the patience to watch through the last 45 minutes of this race to go find it. But it was quite an effort. Near disaster, like nearly bend it. Was able to see the strategy develop from the safety car, and a lot of really crazy passes. Oh man, I was definitely driving my heart out for the entirety of that. Oh, I hit that dirt so many times in the race. How many times did I moog it? If you don't know what moog it is, then you need to watch more Medicar mods. You need to. I've tapped that wall at least once, if not twice. I don't know what map it was that I spun there, but I'd like to find that. Well, I'd like to show you the spin, but I hit rewind and now the rewind is stuck because this is such a fantastic video game. All I can do is pause. If I hit F7, nothing happens. Alright, well, that'll do it for Spa. These cars are going backwards, and I'll see you next time.